As always, and before we get started, a big thank you to all my Patreons. And finally, a big thank you to all the members of Club Dino.
First, I'd like to know what background Tom has in medicine, science of any kind that makes him qualified to even sit opposite me and have this discussion.
I stayed at a Holiday Inn motel last night.
That's what I figured.
Now, JM, you seem to be implying that he needs some kind of certification so he can talk about it. But not too long ago, I remember you saying something just a little bit different. Let's recall it, shall we?
You're making the assumption, as everyone does, that you have to have a degree in order to be an established authority on a figure. That is a taught understanding by a flawed system that we're taught as children through the system that, I have to go to college, I have to have a degree. Oh my God, this doctor's got to have a physicist degree in order to be a physicist. Hey, guess what? That doesn't make somebody an established authority.
Now I'm confused, JM. If you don't need a degree to be an established authority, why are you asking?
First, I'd like to know what background Tom has in medicine, science of any kind that makes him qualified to even sit opposite me and have this discussion.
So what is it, JM? Do you need a degree or you don't need a degree? You must make up your mind. But I know what it is. You only need a degree when it suits you, and you don't need a degree when it suits you. But let's continue.
Okay, so I talked about biochem. Okay, first of all, you made the comment about natural medicine doesn't work. Actually, before there was what we call medicine today, natural medicine did work.
With that, are you admitting it doesn't work anymore? And things don't work that way, JM.
And if you understand biochemistry, you understand it's really simple. You have acidic and alkaline systems.
Because there's nothing useful on this little bit, I'm going to jump to a more relevant part.
An alkaline environment, nothing, including cancer, survives in an alkaline environment. That's biochemistry 101, Tommy. 101. So when you talk about medicine and doctors and stuff, and the people that are paid by Big Pharma, they're getting paid for that. They're getting paid to push drugs on you.
So following your logic, if you're paid to do anything, it's a conspiracy, right? So when you receive $3,000 from GoFundMe to produce a video or a documentary on Flat Earth, were you not being paid to push the Flat Earth? Are we not talking about the same thing? If the farmer is getting paid to push drugs on you, like you say, you're being paid to push the Flat Earth on us as well. Now, I know what some of you will say. You're falling into the whataboutism fallacy. But I think in this case, it justifies, because I'm just making two things exactly the same. He's claiming that because the big pharma is being paid, it's a conspiracy to push drugs on you. And I'm saying that he's being paid to make a video about the flat earth. He's pushing the flat earth on us. So it's the same thing, isn't it? But let's get back on track.
Like I said, I became plant-based 6 years ago. I haven't been sick since.
Now, we know that's not exactly true, right, GM? If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out my last video on JM.
Now, I don't know, as far as testimonies go, that's pretty strong, bro.
No, that's called an anecdote. That's testimony.
Not an anecdote. When biochemistry proves that topic.
JM keeps saying that biochemistry proves this and proves that, but we've seen no evidence, have we?
Do you realize the strongest man in the world in history was a plant-based eater?
Our survey said.
So those who know me and know my channel, they know I'm very pedantic with claims. Now, this is exactly what JM claimed.
Do you realize the strongest man in the world in history was a plant-based eater?
So little old me went on Google and found this on the Guinness World Records. World's Strongest Man winner Eddie Hall shares his intense eating and training regime. Oh great, we've got his diet. Let's have a look, shall we? I'll read just a little bit. 3 a.m. Raw steaks in protein shakes. 7 a.m., full English breakfast. Contains meat, by the way. 10 a.m., second breakfast, fruit and beef jerky, etc., etc., etc. I see a lot of meat in it. So, JM, what was that claim?
Do you realize the strongest man in the world in history was a plant-based eater?
Wrong.
Never
That's
ate meat.
definitely wrong. I can prove that's
It's
wrong.
not, no, go look up in fact, he's a modern day weightlifter. Go look up Game Changers. He's in there, by the way, bro.
I've checked it out and I know who JM is talking about. His name is Patrick Babomian. And although he's a holder of several world records, he's definitely not the world's strongest man ever. And yes, he's now a vegetarian, but he's an exception to the rule.
Okay, vegans also get sick.
I'm not a vegan.
Okay, whatever you are also get sick.
No, I just told you there, smart guy, that I have not been sick in 6 years.
Ridiculous. I need to get to the van because I need to get my medicine and my testing kit.
I have not been sick in 6 years.
My medicine.
I have not been sick in 6 years.
My medicine.
Okay, the point that I'm making here is biochemistry, basic biochemistry 101. No virus, sickness, illness, disease, nothing survives in an alkaline environment.
With this claim, JM forced me to do what he didn't. Research. Yes, it is true that cancer and other illnesses can't survive in an alkaline environment. You know what else can't survive in an alkaline environment? Us. Although our blood is slightly alkaline, with a pH between 7.35 and 7.40, anything more alkaline and it can be lethal to you. These are just a few lines in the Medical News Today article. And it says, what many people believe to be the main benefit of alkaline diet is false. The alkaline diet promotes the false idea that it's possible to change blood pH with diet. This is untrue, and major changes to blood pH could even be life-threatening. As you can see, JM is full of bollocks.
That is basic chemistry, basic biochemistry. The fact that you don't know that means you probably shouldn't be sitting here opposite me right now.
Ah, the arrogance of this little puppet who can't even count to 4, telling other people they shouldn't be in the live stream with them. Oh, you didn't know he can't count to 4? Here, let me show you.
So here's the deal. I have invited 3 children to come to the class. Game skeptic, fights the flat earth, also known as writer of dinosaurs, and negative exponents.
Ah, the good old days. It's always good to have a quick walk down the memory lane, isn't it? Now, back onto our video.
If I held up 2 vials in front of you, one cloudy and one clear, and I told you the cloudy one was a meat eater and the clear one was a plant-based eater, and you could see that evidence in front of you, would that not be an impact to you?
No, I wouldn't
really?
trust anything you say holding vials. I would need a scientific paper that actually verifies the stuff in the scientific paper. Your words and holding up vials isn't anything.
I can see his point not taking JM's word for it. Let's do a very funny exercise. I think it's funny, at least for me it would be. If I held up 2 vials in front of you, one cloudy and one clearer, and I told you the cloudy one was a pure apple juice and the clearer one was diluted apple juice, and you would see that evidence in front of you, would you not drink it? Wouldn't my word be enough for you? And this is what you get when you trust people's word. So, yes, I agree that we need to have a scientific paper saying what needs to be said to confirm what needs to be confirmed, what's actually in the vial. So no, JM, your word would not be enough for it. And this is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. See you on my next video. If you like this video, subscribe, hit the bell button, like, and don't forget to share. If you wish to support me further, consider buying my merchandise or becoming one of my Patreons.